Earlier report about the trial of leader of the indigenous people of Biafra Nnamdi Kanu. Our senior reporter Celestina Ria joins me now for more updates. Celestina, bring us up to speed on the court proceedings.
For Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers, the court examined the first prosecution witness that was called to the stand today. And we also recall that the court has ruled that the witnesses presented by the federal government should testify behind the screen or be marked, because the counsel to the federal government, the way that Womola has said that for security reasons and for their safety, they should testify behind the screen. And the first witness called by the federal government today is an officer of the DSS who was among the team, who led the team that arrested Mr. Kanu in 2015 in Lagos State. How Mr. Kanu was debriefed, the statement was taken. Also, they also tendered before the court today the item that was recovered from Mr. Kanu when he was arrested in 2016 has to do with some jewelry and clothes and some other of his valuables. But the court has tried to move that those items that were taken from Mr. Kanu that are not pertaining to the case or are not relevant to the charge to be returned to Mr. Kanu. But his lawyer said that those items were seized or taken in 2015, and it's about 10 years of what relevant to Mr. Kanu. There are perfumes, watches, telephones, and some laptops. So, so far, because of time, the court adjourned to Friday, which is 2nd of May, to allow the defendant cross-examine the prosecution witness.
All right, based on that report you sent, you mentioned that the witness is going to be cross-examined, behind screens, and the witness's name has been given as Mr. AAA. Talk to us about, events surrounding that.
Well, he said he led a team. That is in October 14, 2015. He and some of his officers went to Golden City Hotel in Lagos in 2015, where they tried to apprehend Mr. Kanu. And also, it was a difficult task, but eventually they were able to arrest him. And when they got to his room, they found the casting equipment, which they also took into custody. And when they got to their command in Lagos, following the 15th of October, he was questioned. He was interviewed, or rather interrogated, and that interrogation was video recorded, posing questions to Mr. Kanu, and he was also answering them questions as to why he started Radio Biafra and the registration of Radio Biafra and its operations. And from the recording we had, he already started in the UK and not in Nigeria. And it was for the emancipation of Biafra and also for freedom fighting. He said that in the recording, freedom fighting is not a crime.
All right, Celestina. Let's now go to another, matter, which is the case of Aisha Chimugu. The EFCC said its operatives arrested her earlier today. Meanwhile, her spokesperson said she returned to the country voluntarily. What is it with this back and forth over whether she was arrested or, gave herself in voluntarily?
Well, the fact that she did not go to the commission's office herself and she was apprehended at the airport, it amounts to arrest, because she was just on her way back from Lagos when she was apprehended at the airport. But we called that the EFCC has sent her several invitations to her, and for some reason she hadn't honored the invitation. But yesterday, her lawyer had told the court that she had sworn to an affidavit that she will honor the invitation. At the point in time, she was also declared wanted. So the back and forth have been resolved as from sources I heard that her name was mentioned in some fraudulent activities that had to do with Ponzi scheme. So I think now they will have an opportunity to ask her questions if they have good reason, probably file a charge, otherwise they'll let her go.
All right, then, senior reporter Celestina Ria for us there in Abuja. Thank you very much for that update.